Hey guys, welcome to this week's Forge tutorial. This is episode 2, and today I'll be covering the infection game type and hopefully answer any questions you guys have, such as, I don't know, why you're getting the incompatibility message when you're trying to set up a custom game with infection, something like that. This tutorial today is going to be fairly quick, and basically I'll just be covering game type labels, required objects, and how to get loadouts for zombies. So, yeah, great, let's start. Okay, so we're going to pretend that I just finished building my infection map, and I need to set it up for the game type now. So, yeah, just get the map up, then change the game type in the Forge lobby to infection, and start it up. Alright, so the number one reason why you're probably getting the incompatibility message when you're starting up a custom game with infection is because you do not have the required objects. What a required object basically is an object with a specific label, a specific game type label set to it, and without it you can't. It gives you the incompatibility message. You can't start the game up. In infection, you have the you have the infection haven label as the required label. So to do that, just go to advanced in the object and go to infection haven. And you can do this with just about any other object. If you want something else to be the infection haven, like you can use a weapon or a vehicle or whatever. Make some cool mini games with that. The other required the other label in infection is the infection spawn label. These are not required. They're used to distinguish spawns that are specific to infection. So let's say that I have like a map that supports several different game types, but I want the infection to only be able to spawn over here, and I don't want players spawning over here and say Slayer. That's how you would do it. Just go to advanced and set the game type label to infection spawn. What else? Yeah, you just make sure that you have the infection haven label. Otherwise, your game will not start. Yeah, I think that's everything for the forging portion of this tutorial. Move on to the infection loadout that I was talking about before.
Game over.
So, infection loadouts are definitely not something that most people know about. They do exist, and actually kind of hidden actually, but all you're going to do is going to go to the custom game, get infection up, and all you're going to do is go to game options. You're going to go to general settings, and you can go to either species loadout, and you're just going to edit the tier 2 loadouts. This is for the infected, so let's say for example, just edit it to your preference. Say the zombie, and tier 1 are the humans. So if you want to make like a class-based infection game or whatever, this is what you would do. What else? Yeah, so let's say you don't want the safe havens because they're a required object and you need them on your map, but you don't want them in your game because you don't need them. All you're gonna do is go to infection options, and you're just gonna set the safe havens to disabled. In regular infection, it's automatically set to disabled. In the safe havens game type, it's automatically set to enabled. Yeah, I think that just about wraps up this episode, guys. Like I said, it's pretty quick. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions regarding this tutorial, just feel free to comment, and remember to subscribe if you want to see any future math tutorials I make. Alright, yeah, see you next time, guys.